Hi guys, James here, welcome back to my channel. So today in this video, I just wanted to talk about some of my new eyeshadow palettes and new makeup products that I've recently received. Quite a few of these I've actually ordered before the coronavirus and it took months to get here. And I've actually still waiting for two different orders. One from Colourpop. Actually, I've got two different orders from Colourpop and one from Laura Lee, Los Angeles. I ordered all of these before the coronavirus started. And then they shut down all their shipping and everything like that before they shipped it out to me. Now, it has actually been shipped and it's been in Sydney for the last month. But because all our borders have closed, nothing's coming from Sydney right now. So it's taking a long time for things to come, which is a little bit annoying because I kind of wanted to play with them when I had all the time off from work and everything like that. But that's alright, I got half of my stuff. I'll do more videos of unboxings when the other ones come. But I'm excited about all the stuff I've got here and I just wanted to talk to you about all of those. Alright guys, so let's get straight into it. Now before I go into all of this, just know most of these items were all half price or 35 or 40% off. I always wait for things to go on sale. So guys, I'll let you know what price I paid for them and then I'll actually put the price up on the screen for what they normally are. Just so you guys can see exactly how much I kind of spent and how much of a saving that I got for all of these. Anyway, so the first item is this one here. This is the Morphe Vintage Rose. This is a 9-pan eyeshadow palette. This is the box, and this is what it looks like, the carton. It says, all of your dusty rose dreams are coming true with these gorgeous neutral hues. This palette of powerful pigment, crazy cream, beyond blendable shades is made for creating rosy, soft glam looks. Sorry about my reading, guys. Dyslexia and all that. Now, I did actually open a lot of these on Instagram, but some of them I didn't. But I wanted to go more in-depth with all of these products. So this is what the unicarton looks like. And it's actually quite heavy because it does have a decent sized mirror in it, which is, there it is. A little plastic screen just went flying. So guys, this is what it looks like. It's so pretty. I love it. I love this shimmer shade here. It's so pretty. I would tell you, yeah, I don't know what the names are because the plastic sleeve is down there. But so pretty and I'm so glad I got this. Now these are normally retailed for $18, but I think I got it for $14 or $13, something like that. But really good and I'm really happy about that. Love that palette. And they actually do have a deal right now, or at least a couple of days ago, where you can buy two of these, buy one, get one free, and they're normally $18. So you're saving $18, and you can mix ones. There are some blue-toned ones, there are some gold ones, some neutral ones, and then you've got the rose one. I think there's 4 of them, but I think that's a really good bargain. Guys, if you haven't already signed up to Morphe, just sign up to Morphe online. And I know you get spammed emails, but they're really good deals. Like, they've got the Morphe X Mani MUA collection right now, collaboration for 50% off. So it's normally $30 Australian here and it's down to 15, which I think is great. I love that palette. You get 2 highlighters with it and you get, I think, 12 different eyeshadows as well. And I think that's such a good value. For $15, it's such a good palette. Love that. So yeah, always do that because they also have brush deals all the time. They had the Jaclyn Hill highlighter collection, all 50% off. They had the Jeffree Star X Morphe collaboration, brushes, sponges, eyeshadow palette, even setting spray, all 50% off. So you get a lot of deals, and they are daily. Every single night, I get a new email with a new offer. So I think that's great. And some of these offers last for 2 or 3 days, so you can get one of the offers and then wait the next day and get another one, and then put it all in cart and cash out because why not save 50% off? If you can, why not? Especially, I love all these palettes and I've been waiting so long. I don't buy them when they first come out. I always wait until they go on sale. It's just me. I just like saving. So all of this stuff, you'll see, I got a good bargain on. I really love this palette. It's so pretty. So that's the Vintage Rose 9 palette. And out of all of them, I've got lots of blues, but I really wanted this one because I think it's a good, neutral, beautiful shimmer and rose palette. So love that palette. Really good price on that one. Now this is the next one. This is the 35 Fall Into Frost palette and this was $17, normally $34, half price, 35 shades. Amazing, amazing. Okay, guys, so this is what the palette looks like. There's nothing on the back. It's just a simple black Morphe palette, standard. Now, this one doesn't come with a mirror, but it's such a beautiful neutral look. I love these. Guys, there's only actually 7 mattes in this palette. The rest are all shimmers, which I think is great because I actually have lots of mattes with a lot of different Morphe palettes. So if I need any other matte besides these ones, I can use those other palettes. But these shimmers, I'm all about shimmers. I love shimmers. I think every look I do always has shimmers in it. And yeah, it's so, so pretty. Look at it. I'm going to swatch this one here, which is Blendona. I'm going to swatch this one here, which is Reduce. And then I'm going to swatch this beautiful gold one, which is Sight. I think that's what they are. And that's them there, guys. So I'm just going to swatch them quickly here. Oh my god, they swatched amazing. Now, they're all the shimmers. Oh my god, that's so pretty. That's like a copper bronze. Beautiful autumn maroon. And then a gold. And now I'm going to swatch this black one, which is the shade Obstaline. I think that's how you say it. Oh my god, that's so creamy. This matte is so creamy, guys. Oh, that actually swatched really good. It just hit my knuckle, and that's why it's like that. It's just me. It's not the actual thing. Let's do that better. There you go. So much better. That black is so creamy, and it's so buttery as well, so I'm really surprised about that texture. And I've got a couple more fingers, so let's just swatch this other gold one. This one's more of a gold. The other one's more of a yellow gold. Pretty. I swatched on this one. Oh my god, look at that. That is so creamy, so blendable. I love that. Love that. So that's those shades there. I'm going to do a makeup tutorial with this palette. I can't wait because I'm all about this. I'm just all about it. So pretty. $17, 35 shade palette. You can't go wrong. I mean, that's such a good bargain. Such a good one. Love that palette. And I know I'm going to use this palette a lot because, yeah, I'm all about neutrals right now. So we'll put that there, and I'll just quickly wipe my hands off a little bit. I've got a wet, damp towel here. Not getting all of it off, but that's all right. And guys, before I continue, I just wanted to mention these palettes don't actually say if they're vegan friendly or not. They don't have it on their back. I will check online, and I'll let you know on screen if they are. Some of the Morphe palettes aren't, some of them aren't. AKA Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 is not vegan friendly. We all found that after we all bought it. So a little controversy there, but I will let you know if they're vegan friendly or not. Okay, so next item is this Morphe lash book. Now, the reason I got this was because I like a couple of different lashes, different styles of Morphe lashes. I usually have 3 different ones that I go for, and I always would put them all in a drawer, and they'd kind of mix up together, and you couldn't always find which one's which with the pairing. It's always hard to keep them together. So this is why I got this lash book, and I can't actually remember the price for this one. But again, this was half price, so I will put the original price on the screen, and then it's obviously half price off that. But that's what it looks like. It's just a simple little lash book. You know, you put them all in there, and yeah, I just needed something because I was just getting all my lashes mixed up, and yeah, because you can reuse them, I'd all put them in the same drawer, and then I couldn't find the pairs because if I went searching through all the drawers, that all the rest would get mixed up, and I was just like, nah, not having that problem anymore. So first world problems, and that is one of the solutions for that problem. All right, guys. So speaking of lashes, I actually bought 8 pairs of lashes from Morphe. These are all normally $16. I got them for half price, $8. So that's why I stacked up. And guys, this style is Go On Fake It. I really love this style. I love this one. I love the romancing, and I love the charming one as well. I think that's what it is. I'll put them on the screen, the 3 of my favorite Morphe lashes. They're all really nice and dramatic. I love these. And yeah, the other 2 were sold out, so I just got 8 pairs of these. Because I was like, well, I always use lashes, let's stock up, you know. Especially if this virus and all this keeps happening and everything, shipping-wise is a lot slower, I just want to always have some. So I bought 8 of those, and I'm happy about that. So perfect to go with the lash book. So I'm happy about that. Alright guys, so next item is this one here. This is the Morphe Empty Mirrored Magnetic Palette. Now this is the medium one, the large one was sold out. Again, these were half price, and the reason I wanted to get some of these was I was going through some of my palettes, and I didn't want to throw out the whole palette, I wanted to keep 2 or 3 of the shades of this palette, which was the Mecca Max Sugar Queen palette. I love the shimmers, but the mattes were so bad they would blend. It was really hard for me to work with, but the shimmers are everything. So I didn't want to have to keep the whole palette. So I wanted to depot the 3 shades that I wanted, and I wanted to put them in a magnetic palette. And I didn't have one, and then Morphe had them on sale. So I was like, okay, I'll get them. Now, I did miss out on the large ones, but I got this one. And it's just very, very simple. You know, it's got a very strong magnetic magnet in here. I did put a metal thing on it, and it was really holding onto it really well, which was great. And yeah, again, very, very cheap. I think this is like $10 or something like that. It was something crazy. It was 50% off what the original price was. And I'll put that up on the screen. Guys, I'm really happy I got this. And it's something that will make my life a little bit easier. And I wanted to depot some of the ones that I didn't want to keep the full palette of, but I wanted to keep some of the shades. So that's why I got that. Alright guys, so the next item is this little Morphe 3B nude palette. Again, I love nude. This was $4, I think. It was $4, guys, for 3 shades, which is easy. As on the back, it just says creamy matte finish, intensely pigmented. Very easy. Again, I don't know if it's vegan or any of that type of stuff. It doesn't say it on the carton. So I'm assuming if it doesn't say it on the carton that it probably isn't vegan, because that is a selling point for a lot of people. So yeah, I would assume they would just put that on the carton, and I just ripped the carton. Yay. Anyway, I'm not going to keep this carton. I'll just throw that away because it's tiny. This is what it looks like. It's very, very light. It doesn't have a mirror in it. No mirror, and that's what it looks like. But it does have the shade names. So I guess if it's a £3 palette, they can actually afford to put the shade names in it. I don't know why they don't do it in any of the other big palettes. It's annoying, but it's just one of those things. And these are all matte. So again, I can use these matte, and then I can use one of the shimmers from the fall palette to complete a look. But this is my color story. So I would use this first as my base, and then I'd put that one down, and then this one I would just smoke out the lash line and the outer corner of my eye and the inner corner, and then I'll put a shimmer in the middle of it, and that would be the look. It's very simple, very clean, and yeah, I love this palette. $4. Bargain. Love that. So I'm happy I got that. Alright guys, so I got 2 lip products. Now this one is the Morphe Lip Crayon, and it is in the shade TGIF. TGIF? Is that the TGIF Fridays? Something like that. Alright guys, so I got 2 lip products. Now this one is the Morphe Lip Crayon, and it is in the shade TGIF. TGIF? Is that the TGIF Fridays? So guys, this is the only Morphe lip crayon that I actually own, because I really wanted to get kind of a lip liner to go with this liquid lipstick. I don't know if they'll go together, but we'll see. Now this liquid lipstick, I actually have this already, but I'll explain that to you in a bit why I got this one instead. So I'll do a quick swatch of it. It's beautiful. Oh, that beautiful. That shade is so pretty, and that is so creamy. Does this go up? Okay, it goes up. So some of them I have to sharpen, but this one doesn't. Oh my god. I'm so happy with that color. That's exactly what the color I wanted. And I think it will complement this liquid lipstick really, really well. Now, liquid lipstick. I got this one already. The reason I bought this again is this is the one I already have. Now, I want to show you why I bought this again. Because when I bought this, I love this color. It's very, very like the same. I will swatch it on camera for you. But it's very, very streaky. The whole thing is very streaky, and it dries down really, really bad. Like, it actually flakes off the lips once it's dried. So there's something wrong with this formula, because this formula from this nude liquid lipstick should be the same, and it doesn't streak. It's very, very pretty. Like, you can go over and over and over. It doesn't streak at all. Look at that. Look how streaky and patchy that is. And then, guys, it actually flakes off after it starts to dry. It flakes off in the corner of the mouth and everything like that. This one doesn't. This one does. And I was like, this is not what's meant to happen. I love this color, but I couldn't wear it because of that whole reason. And I would have to apply and apply and apply. Once it dried down, I would apply again because it was just so streaky. And that's why I bought this one, guys, because I wanted to see, is it just this one that's wrong? Or is it this whole entire shade? So that's why I wanted to get another one. And I wasn't going to go to Morphe and say, what's happening with this shade isn't meant to be like that. Because I know it's not meant to be like that, and I wouldn't have bought it if it was meant to be like that. So I'm going to quickly shake this one up, and I'm just going to do a swatch of this one. And I really want to see what it looks like. Now, these liquid lipsticks are amazing, and the smell of them is so pretty. So that's the shade there. Now, it kind of looks like it is because it's streaky on the applicator, which I'm worried about. So let's see. Just... It's a little less streaky, but that's because I'm going over and over it. I don't know. I don't know. I'm worried that I got exactly the same. See guys? And it's not my application. It's this formula, this color. I don't know why. This one, this nude lipstick, there's no streaking whatsoever. And also the applicator, which is exactly the same applicator, just spreads it out a lot better. But with this formula in this shade, there's something wrong with it. Smells beautiful. I don't know. I don't know. I have to try this one. This one I'm actually going to throw out. I know this is the bad one. And I'm going to keep it in this carton just so I know it's the bad one. And guys, the new one I will actually use in my next look that I'm planning to do maybe tomorrow or something. I have a lot of breakout. That's why I haven't got any makeup or anything on right now, because I do have a lot of breakup. And I want to kind of just, you know, let that heal. So it's just really hard to cover all that with makeup and foundation when it's really red and raw. So I'm going to just let that heal, and then I will play with some makeup in the next couple of days. But this is the liquid lipstick I'm going to try, and hopefully that will work. This is the bad one in the carton. This little bad boy, the lip crayon, beautiful. Love that one. So I'm excited about that. And I think it is exactly the same kind of shade. So I'm happy that it's quite a good match. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so next item is this one here. This is the Morphe VIP Sweep by Sweetie collection. This is the 6-piece brush collection plus a belt bag collection. Right, guys, now to tell you the truth, I'm not really interested in the actual bag itself. Maybe I'll put that in a giveaway or something like that, because it doesn't interest me. Now guys, the reason I actually got this was for one brush in particular. I saw a lot of people review this. Now the palette that goes with this collection, I was not interested. And the lip glosses that go with this collection, I was not interested at all, because the palette's got a lot of glitters. Glitters just don't work for me. I'm not going to pay that much money for a palette that I'm not going to use most of the shades in. And this belt bag did not interest me at all. But I saw a lot of people review one brush in particular in this collection. That's why I got it. This was half price. I'll put the original price up. But yeah, it was half price, and that's why I got it. So I'll throw that over there. This is the little brush set in here. Just rip the carton because I'm not keeping this little box. And this is the little brush collection itself. So throw that over there. So guys, this is the 6-piece collection, the brush set. They're cute. I mean, they're very light. They're not, you know, the best material. Guys, this is what they look like. This is one of the little brushes. Again, I'm not really going to use this brush too much, and it doesn't have any like Morphe M356 brushes or anything like that. It's just got a Morphe brush, so it's kind of hard to tell you which brush I'm going to be using if I do use these. But that's what they are. They're just standard brushes. This is, I mean, the packaging, it's okay. I'm not a huge fan of this color. It just feels a little cheaper than my other black Morphe brushes or the other collections I have. This is a good for highlighter or something like that. This one's got a rogue hair that's very long. I don't know. It's alright. This one is the brush I really wanted. So this brush here, this tip is all silicone. So it's meant to be great for shimmers to pack it on. I do have very stubby long fingers, and when I'm trying to get into the inner corner of my eye, sometimes I want it just on the top eyebrow, but then it goes onto the bottom lash line and everything like that because they're all stubby. This is perfect for that. So this is only for shimmers basically, so you just pack it on, gives you a whole lot of control, everything like that, and I think that's great. I really want this brush for that. That's basically why I bought this whole collection. Yes, I will use these brushes because a lot of these are similar to what I actually like. So I'll use these, but I didn't buy them for this aesthetic or this color packaging or any of that stuff. I bought it for this singular brush, which is great. And I know I would use this every single time I do shimmer. I will be using this or my finger. But for the detail work that I really like around the inner corner of the eye, I will use this because of my chubby little fingers. This will be a lifesaver, and I really did like the way it performed in a lot of makeup tutorials that I watched on YouTube when they did review this collection. This was the little brush that a lot of people talked about. So I'm happy about that, and that's why I got this collection for that. And it was half price. Alright guys, so enough of the Morphe stuff. Now these two palettes, this one here is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Carly Bible palette, or collaboration with Anastasia. I've never had an Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. Really excited about that. And then the next one is this Urban Decay cherry palette. This was very, very pretty. I love pink and red, you know that, and I love cherries. I actually remember having cherries in the orphanage when I was in Russia. I was adopted from Russia, and one of the memories was us all gathering around a big, like, cherry branch or something, and picking all the cherries off and eating them. I think that was one of the only good memories in the orphanage. So yeah, I really love that palette for that. I've only got two other Urban Decay palettes. I've got the Party Favors, which is a 6-pan shimmer shade palette, and I've also got the Born to Run palette, which was my first ever eyeshadow palette. But this one I really wanted, and these were at half price. Alright guys, so on the back of the cherry one it says, Naked Cherry is right for the picking with 12 all new sweet and tart cherry hue shades, including shimmer pinks, warm peaches, and deep burgundies. From Bang Bang, a soft micro sparkle pink, our go-to highlighter shade, which is in brackets, to a deep metallic copper, our new favorite, and Drunk Dial, our weekend obsession. That's the shade name. This Forbidden Fruit palette has everything you need to create daytime looks to wildly seductive smoky eyes. Sorry about my not so good reading. Yeah, dyslexia is hard for me. So that's what it says on the palette. This is what it looks like. This palette is really pretty. Like, it's a beautiful palette. It's plastic on the top. It kind of looks like tin. The tin is underneath the plastic, if you can see the layers there. I don't know. But it's got a good weight to it. It does come with a little double-ended brush, which is in there, and that's the palette there itself. I'm not a huge fan of eyeshadow palettes that are like rectangular like that. I wish they'd cut them in half and just, you know, kind of done the same as what they did in this palette, you know, the little squares above each other. It's just easier with a fluffier brush rather than mixing all the shades together. But it's a beautiful palette. I haven't tried it yet. I'll do a couple swatches. So let's go into the ones that they did mention. The Drunk Dial, we'll do that one. The Bang Bang. And then we'll go into the, let's go into Turn On, which is another shimmer. So these ones are all shimmers. That's what they look like here. Let's do a quick swatch. They swatched okay. This one here, not the best swatch. Let's do that again. That was Bang Bang, which is the one they said was their go-to highlighter, I think. I don't think I would use that as a highlighter because it's very pink. Very pink. Maybe as a brow bone highlighter if you're doing like a pinky toned look, which is what you're probably going to do with this color story. So that's what the palette is. It's a beautiful tone palette. I'm happy I got it half price. I wasn't going to pay full price. I think it was $76 or something like that for full price. So I'm glad I got it for half price. But it's a beautiful palette and I will be using that. And guys, this brush it's okay. It's not the best. It's a fluffy little brush. That's a good blender brush. And then this one is, I don't know, for the inner corner of the eye. I mean, you can't do anything. You can't blend out a look with that because it's too tiny. It's a, you know, very see-through little brush. It's okay. It's nothing to rave about. I probably wouldn't be using that. I'm not a huge fan of the double-ended brushes just because when you stand them up, you can't see the other end anyway. And it also flattens down the other end that it's standing on over time. Not my favorite. And when you're trying to clean it, it's just a hassle to clean sometimes. Alright guys, so let's go into the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. Alright guys, so on the back it says, created in collaboration with iconic beauty influencer Carly Bible. This limited edition palette features Carly's go-to mattes and shimmers in both warm and cool tones, perfect for everyday to night artistry. And that's all it says. It's got a 18-month expiry date, It also does come with a similar brush, double-ended brush as the Urban Decay one, but the other end is more of a packing brush and a fluffy end rather than just a small little inner corner brush like the Urban Decay one. That is what the palette looks like. It's a beautiful palette. I really love it. I know the camera's not really picking it up. It's got a small mirror. I don't really use mirrors in these palettes anyway. I love the Jeffree Star mirror. I can get in close and personal without having like all the shades fall out go onto me when I'm looking at it like that. That's what the brush looks like. Let's talk about the brush quickly, as I don't actually own any Anastasia Beverly Hills brushes, so yeah, it's kind of cute. It's a little fluffy moment with a little packing side brush. It's alright. I don't know if I use it, but it's another brush that I can use if I want to. Alright guys, so the palette itself is so beautiful. Now the reason I got it was because of these two shades. This one here, Mandalan, I don't know how to say that, and QA. This one here and this one here, beautiful. I'll do a quick swatch of those and I'll do a couple of the other shimmers. So let's go into the purple little one. Okay, now the formula's actually pressed pretty hard because it's not really coming up too much. We'll do Q&A, which is more of a chunky shimmer. Then we'll do Aurora. I think that's how it is. A-U-R-A, I think that's how you say it. That's it there. And then we'll do My Angel, which is like a yellow gold, very yellowy gold one. Running out of room. Alright, they swatched okay. Yeah, swatched okay. It's a little patchy in places, but it's alright. Very pretty. I love the pigments though. So I'm really happy about these two. I really wanted that. And this one's okay. This gold one's probably the best swatched. Now guys, I'll swatch a couple of the actual mattes themselves. Cindy and Steve. Let's do that. Mattes are not too bad. I actually really love this one. This was the Cindy one. That's a really beautiful, almost a beautiful orange terracotta shade. That's that shade there, Cindy. Now on camera, it looks more of a brownie tone, but it's actually very like a terracotta orange. Very pretty. So I'm happy about this palette. Now guys, I wouldn't have paid full price for this palette, but I'm glad I got it for half price. Now these two gold ones, this one here, if you can see, it's very softly pressed. So I've got to be very careful when I go into that. And use my silicone brush for that. But other than that, this palette I'm really happy with. It's just a cute little beautiful palette, and I'm really excited because I've got a look in mind and I'm going to use 4 shades to do that look. So I'll be using this one here, this one here, this one here, and this one here. Yeah, I've got a really good look in mind for this palette to do a makeup tutorial with. So I'm excited about that, and I'm not a big fan that it's a white packaging because I'm getting it all over the packaging, and I really love this. Now this, I thought it was going to be raised up a bit more because people are like, oh, it's really textured and stuff. It's got texture, but it's not really that raised. It's just like a little bumpy, but it's still really pretty. Love that packaging. This is my very first Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, so I'm actually really happy that I own it. I think if you're really serious about makeup, I think Anastasia Beverly Hills is one of the ones you need to go for. Anastasia Beverly Hills, Morphe, I think, Urban Decay, Jeffree Star, obviously, and then you've got a couple of the other bigger ones, really expensive, like the Stella. You've got the Pat McGrath, which is really expensive. Natasha Denona, some of her palettes are $370, $380. Never would I buy a palette that much. Never, ever. Even if it was half price, I would never buy a palette like that. And I've also watched a lot of reviews where a lot of people have been let down by a formula, so I'm not going to pay that much and then never be able to return it because their return policies from Sephora and stuff are really bad, apparently. That's what I've heard. So I'm not going to get stuck with a $380 eyeshadow palette. That doesn't work. That's not happening. So I probably would never buy something from Natasha Denona just because of that price point. And I think it's ridiculous. Alright guys, so that is everything that I've kind of bought recently. I did buy the Pat McGrath palette. And I also bought the Huda Beauty Nude palette. I did do a look with those already. And I unboxed them and did a look with those a couple of weeks ago. These ones here I've only recently got in the last 2 days. So I'm really happy about that. And I just wanted to show you exactly what I thought about them. I did open a lot of these on Instagram, but I didn't do swatches. I didn't really talk about anything like that. So I wanted to do a video going into depth with everything, price point, if they're vegan, do some swatches and explain why I bought those. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be doing makeup tutorials in the next couple of weeks with those. I still think I have about 5 weeks off work before work can actually reopen. So I will be doing a lot of looks with these palettes. I do want to do a couple simple looks using the Morphe palettes that I got, the 9 eyeshadow palette, the little 3 pan eyeshadow palette, and the fall palette from Morphe as well, the 35 shade palette. I really want to do a couple looks with those. And then I really want to try the Anastasia Beverly Hills one. The Urban Decay one, I don't actually have a look in mind with that one, but I do have looks with all the other palettes. So I'm going to probably use those, and then I'll get inspired to do more with the Urban Decay one later on. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks, I will get my ColourPop packages, hopefully, and then the Laura Lee Los Angeles palette, because I bought her 2 highlighter palettes, and then all her eyeshadow palettes are all in a bundle, and they're all half price. That's why I got them. Hopefully they come in soon. Till then, guys, I hope you guys are staying safe, staying indoors, doing whatever you have to do to stay safe. Keep your mind occupied if you're staying indoors. That's what I'm trying to do, but I'm finding myself very, very bored lately. But that's just me. I am playing on the couch, cleaning up, doing all that type of stuff. Hope you guys are staying safe. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. Check out my Instagram, guys, as well. I do post a lot of things on there, a lot of looks that I don't actually film. So check that out. I'm really happy about everything that I've recently purchased. I'm happy they finally got here. They took a while, but they're here. Really hoping you guys are just doing what you need to do to keep safe. But yeah, until next time, all my love. Bye.